Hi everyone, my name is Gabe and welcome to my new YouTube channel. This channel is called What a Horror and it's going to be pretty much anything horror related. I decided to start this channel because I'm a really big horror movie fan. I love horror movies. I've been watching them since I was little. I love reading scary books, watching scary movies, and reading about all this kind of stuff, and I wanted to kind of translate that over to a place where I can talk about it with other people who are interested as well. To start, a little bit about me. I was born and raised in Bunker Hill, West Virginia. I have 2 younger sisters and 1 older brother, so there's 6 of us total, including my parents and my family. I graduated from West Virginia University in 2018 with a degree in graphic design and a minor in art history. I do have an art background. I didn't really get into movie stuff in college. I've thought about that now, like maybe I should have taken some of those classes, but you know, can't really go back. So I'm kind of making up for lost time and researching things in my spare time. A month after graduating college, my boyfriend and I moved out to Riverside, California, which is where we currently live. One of my big goals living in California is to take special effects makeup classes because that's my dream job and this is the place to do it. I haven't done that yet just because moving across the country takes all your money. So that is one of my goals in the future, is to take some classes to expand my skills and then who knows, maybe one day work on a movie set. But living out here, I really realized how much I do enjoy the behind the scenes of horror movies and just really have a passion for that, and that's something I want to do, and if this is how it has to start, it's how it has to start. But I just really wanted a chance to be able to talk to people who also have the same interests as I do. The very first horror movie I ever watched was actually The Evil Dead. I watched it with my dad when I was like 4-ish, I think. My mom was not a fan. She did not like the fact that he was showing me those kinds of movies, so we would have to watch it when she was asleep or not home. But it became such a favorite of mine that my dad actually got me an Ash doll for my 5th birthday party. It was a unicorn themed birthday party and my big present was an Ash doll with a removable hand that you could replace his chainsaw on, and I was super excited. So I've always been really into that kind of stuff. And one of the big things that I really liked about The Evil Dead was the practical effects. I remember asking my dad how they would be able to make how they were able to make things look the way they did, how they were able to make these people look like they were, you know, zombies, rotting skin, blood, and it just really interested me. And we always would joke about like the different things that they would use. And it wasn't until I got older and I started listening to sort of like director's commentary and really doing like background research that I started to see how practical effects were created. And that really interested me, and I started to kind of dabble in practical effects as well. One of my big dream job is to be a special effects makeup artist. So once I hit high school, I started doing more practical effects, all self-taught, nothing super like exciting or huge, but just, you know, small bruises, cuts, stuff like that. My mom works in the medical field, so she can kind of help me gauge what would be realistic versus what's kind of, you know, more cheesy, because one of the things that I really enjoy when I watch a scary movie is when it looks real. I like really real practical effects, and I think that they're really fun and interesting, and I love seeing the way that they're created and, you know, how they troubleshoot. I'm a huge fan of old 80s horror movies. A lot of the practical effects in 80 movies were done on set, like they are real effects, it really happened, and it wasn't done in post-production, and I really liked that aspect. And the ability to create something so visually horrifying with just common everyday things, like Karo syrup, chocolate syrup, you know, food coloring, cornstarch was another big one, cotton balls, stuff like that that they made look terrifying on screen really interested me. So in high school I started dabbling with that, and then when I got to college I did study graphic design at West Virginia University. I didn't go into anything theater or like movie related. I wasn't really sure if that was something I wanted to try to make into a career. I've always been really artistic, so I wanted to do something artistic in college, which is why I did design. And now I do work as a graphic designer, but on the side I still do some practical effects, and I still do a lot of background research, and I love just talking and discussing movies and, you know, everything from the movie itself to the behind the scenes. So I wanted to kind of create a channel and a place where I could talk about that with potentially other people who also would be interested in that kind of stuff, and we can kind of have a discussion about it. You know, I'm not an expert, I'm still learning, and you know, you have to be careful what you read on the internet. Some of the stuff I say might not be true, and I would just love to hear everyone's feedback and, you know, get my facts straight, essentially. Other than horror movies and special effects, some things I like to do is read. I'm a big reader, as you can see, and this is something I also want to kind of incorporate into this channel, is discussing books as well. And I'm a huge Stephen King fan, as probably you can tell most of these are Stephen King. So I have a lot of his books, and I do enjoy comparing the books to the movies, you know, what they left out, why the directors chose certain creative directions. So I'm thinking about also discussing those kind of things on this channel as well, and even just like little book reviews and stuff like that, if that's something people are interested in. So I'm just really excited to start this channel and to kind of open up the discussion of horror movies to other people as well. Go ahead and give me a follow at What a Horror on Instagram. I'll tag it here. You can also follow my personal /fitness Instagram, BlondeBooty21, or you can follow my special effects /design Instagram, Gabrielle Effects, which that one is not as well taken care of as it should be. I know, I don't need to hear it. I also have a website, GabrielleEffects.com, if you're interested in that as well. But yeah, so just keep an eye out for new videos. I'm gonna start posting stuff, and I'm really excited to see, you know, where this channel goes. So yeah, until next time, stay spooky.